we're going to make, for this particular problem, u be the denominator. And when we derive that, you get, that is 0, and this ends up being 1/2 3x to the negative 1/2 the dx. Okay, 1/2 comes out front, leave the 3x, lower the power, and multiply by what? What'd I forget? I forgot to multiply by 3. Squeeze that guy in. Because of the chain rule? Got it? Forgot the 3 because you have to derive the inside, which is 3. So squeeze that little bad boy in there. Now, so, the bad thing, let's kind of simplify this down. You end up with du equals 3 over 2, and there'll be a square root 3x down here. Are we okay with that? And that is pretty worthless at first glance. But, okay, at first glance, it's rather kind of seems worthless, but watch this jimmy rig. I'm going to take this original equation, the u equals 1 plus square root 3x, and I'm going to minus this 1 over, and get u minus 1 equals the square root of 3x. Anybody see what I'm about to do? What am I going to do with this in comparison to this? I could put u minus in for that guy. So I now have du equals 3 over 2 and put a u minus 1 here. Okay, that still doesn't look like a lot of sense, but let's kind of go with this. It's kind of weird, but let's go with this and watch what happens. Okay, I now have this. So it looks like, just let's get dx completely by itself. So that's all I can do. So if we kind of completely multiply that, do you understand? You're going to have du, let me rewrite that. Multiply both sides by the reciprocal of this. So you're going to have 2 u minus 1 over 3 du equals dx. You see I multiply both sides? Basically got dx by itself, so I multiply by the reciprocal. And from there, here's what I have. Oh, did I lose something? No, we're good. Now, this was 1 over u. And dx, isn't dx equal to this hodgepodge of mess? All right. Now, again, dx is this junk. This is 1 over u. Does that look doable? Now, figuring that on your own for the first time, all by yourself, would be a nightmare. That's what notes are for. So it's not as bad of a nightmare. Okay. Now, could I distribute the 2? And actually, no. Let's leave the 2. It looks like we're going to have 2/3. And then I'm going to have u minus 1 over u du, which I now have. Can I put good old 2/3 out front? And then when I divide both of them by u, don't you have 1 minus 1 over u du? A lot prettier. A lot of work to get there, but it's a lot prettier. Which, that ends up giving us a simple answer of 2/3. The integral of 1 is, x, but no, it's u. What are we in terms of? U. And then minus ln u plus c. Can you picture yourself putting x here?
Yeah.
So my final answer is 2/3, and my original was 1 plus the square root of 3 minus ln absolute value square root of 3x. Oops. It's 1 plus square root of 3x. 3x, thank you. There's a 3x right there. And that would all be plus c. And if you really wanted to mess with all that, you could, but that's a good enough answer, even though it has a big, nice squiggle in the middle of it all. That would be a good enough answer.